Give the camera a good stare, like pretend it's a hitter. Whoa. What's up, everybody? I'm here with my new friend. I'm here with my new best friend, Levi. I'm here with William Schmidt, Jurrangelo Cijntje. This is Brody Brecht. Everybody knows him. Luke Holman. I'm here with Trey Yesavage, who has probably the best last name of any pitcher in the history of baseball. What's up, Trey?
What's up? Appreciate the compliment on the last name.
We're here with Braylon Doughty, Caminiti. Everybody knows your name, right? Is it your uncle?
My dad's cousin.
Your dad's cousin. You did projects based on PitchingNinja? What did you say you did?
Yeah, so I had a project and it was like a persuasive project, and I had to like persuade the audience that hitting is super hard. So I went on like your channel and I picked out like some of like the home plate videos of like 100-mile-an-hour fastballs coming in and all that, and I put it in my project.
Awesome. So did you get an A?
I did get an A.
What would you do to mess up someone's timings? Say I'm a leg kick guy.
Yeah, I mean, just right here. I'll sit, hold, come down here, and then I'll go.
Do umpires ever give you crap? Because high school umpires suck.
There's been some guys that have said something, but most of them, like, they like it. Like, they roll with it. They like having fun out there, too.
I actually bought a package online just to watch one game of yours. Yeah. The man who throws with both arms. How did that start?
Like growing up, just watching my dad play, and my dad is a catcher, and I always, like when my dad play, I always go to the field with him, but I always just left my left glove at home, and when they warming up, I just like grab his glove and start throwing with the right side, and my dad always be like, so I bought you a glove for a reason, so why you using my glove and you're not even right side, so why are you throwing my glove? And it was like, just because I want to be catcher just like you, or even better than you. So, and
there's a little bit of trash talk then.
Yeah,
I like that.
And then we were sitting at home one time, and my dad grabbed a ball, like put a screw like in the ball, and let me throw the ball in the tire. And so I think that helped me like with the strength and everything from the right side.
I'll hear our fans chirping the other team, like if they're picking off too much or throwing too many balls, they'll let them have it.
They're known for being a pretty good fan base.
It's the best fan base in all of college baseball.
I think it might be the best fan base in all of college baseball. Like, is that one of the things that made you want to go there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the atmosphere there for non-Power 5 school, it's up there with all the Power 5 schools. It's like its own little world, especially when pitching against like in-state rivals. I mean, we play those teams mostly in our midweeks, but like weekend series against UNC, and then playing Wake.
Take it easy on UNC, right?
And then playing Wake in the regional, there's definitely a little chip on your shoulder.
How good are you as a hitter?
I would say I'm well below average.
I can show you some impressions. I have Mark Fidrich. He would always talk to the baseball before he throws it. He would be like this.
Yep.
He's right here.
Ooh, dude, that
I
looks...
would throw it sideways.
Uh-huh.
I have a T-aunt.
Okay.
You know, right here. And turn, throw.
They told you you throw?
Yeah, a lot of people compare me to Walker Buehler or Zach Gallen.
Those are two kind of different, though, right?
So I say they compare my mechanics more to Buehler and then my stuff more to Gallen.
So I'm a Carolina grad. We have a Dookie here, which is perfectly cool. ACC friends, buddies. That's what we do.
Yeah.
What made Duke stand out to you when you were choosing schools?
Just like the blend of the academics and the athletics that you can get at a school like Duke. I feel like it was something you can't get the offer by, I guess. So I just loved everything about it. Went to a camp after my freshman year. Kind of went with it from there. Just loved every part of it and felt like home when I went there.
Throw absolute flames. What's your best ball? Was that 104 reading legit?
No,
I didn't think it was legit.
That wasn't even my hardest. That wind was that was like the Big Ten gun.
Yeah.
And so that was a little hot. I think the hardest I think I hit 101.7 that day.
Okay.
And it wasn't even that pitch.
Is there anybody that you would not want to charge, or are you waiting for someone to charge a mound against you, like in major leagues, like you're saying?
I have it planned out in my head, but I can't reveal. I mean,
Okay.
I have a planned out move, but I don't want to give it out there so they can counter it. I'm waiting for it. I don't know. I maybe use some of my speed and athleticism, like kind of dip,
Yeah.
knock, dodge, and dive, whatever it is.
Love the energy.
Thank you.
Like it's late in the afternoon, but you are like a
We're ready to
Red
go,
Bull, a
baby.
human Red Bull. I love it. That's
Let's
gonna
go.
be your new nickname, the Red,
Red Bull. There we go. I love it.
Yeah.
Right here, PitchingNinja, baby.
How hard do you throw?
I've been up to 99.
99 miles an hour. So you do feel bad for like a high school hitter trying to hit you.
Well, they don't feel bad for me when they get hits. So
But they
no.
don't get hits off. Saying if you throw 99 right now, when you get a major league weight room and strength and conditioning program, it looks to me like as somebody who's just checking, the sky's the limit. Big long toss guy.
Yeah.
No,
No.
Alan Jaeger at all? Do you watch any of his stuff?
Yeah, I do J bands.
Okay.
My dad just got in touch with him, so.
Alan Jaeger is like one of the best guys in baseball. I swear there's not a person better than him as a human being, and what he's done for the game with both long toss, J bands,
It's
and
huge.
mental game too. He's huge at all that stuff.
Yeah. So he helped my dad and my pitching coach build out a throwing program for me to get built back up for after the draft or either college.
Is there anybody that you model your game after?
Not model, but I do love watching Marcus Stroman.
Interesting. So Marcus is my dude. Strom is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. What do you like about watching Strom pitch?
I mean, he's a small guy. He beat the odds on right-handed pitching, and not a very big guy, but he can dominate. I love the fire that he goes out there with.
I like that. And it's just the confidence too.
Yep,
Do you pitch like that?
I would say I do. I mean, I go out there with some pretty good confidence and just go out there and dominate.
Awesome. I'm going to send him this afterwards because he
Right.
So the big thing about Stro is he loves influencing kind of the next generation of pitchers.
Yep.
And he's big. He feels like he wants to grow the game. Exciting personality. You're ready to take that mantle and do that? You're taller than he is.
Yeah.
You're not a small dude. Who did you grow up idolizing? Is there a pitcher that you like picture your mechanics like modeled after or anything?
I wouldn't say like really mechanics I model after, but I love watching Aaron Nola.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that makes some sense being the whole Louisiana thing.
He went to my high school too.
Oh, cool. Have you met him?
I've had one phone call with him.
It's cool. And he's also a chill guy, right?
Yeah, he's super chill.
So
super
you guys in a phone call must have been like, "Sup?"
Yeah, that's basically how it went.
A lot of people, especially came from Curacao. There's a lot of people from they like Atlanta just because Andrew Jones,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Anthony Simmons, and now Ozzy Albies in Atlanta too. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of people from Curacao playing
So
Atlanta.
I'm from Atlanta, so
Mhm.
well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing you on the Braves at all.
Yeah.
I think that would be great. Is there anybody you feel like you throw like?
I like Scherzer's mentality.
Yeah,
out there.
all right,
Like,
so
man,
that's
I
a guy.
I like him. I think he's just got that like dog mentality.
He
out there.
definitely
Like
does.
I think he could be throwing 85 and still like just have that same energy. Just,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So I love that. A lot of people say like Tyler Glasnow just because I'm tall and I got long hair.
Yeah.
But
Chicks dig him though. That's
Hey,
good.
I saw,
Yeah, I
I
mean-
saw that there's that one story or something about like the team photographer on the Rays like zoomed in on like a girl in the stands and now they're dating for like. I saw that. I thought that was hilarious.
Is that what you're aiming for? You?
No, I'm gonna
Yeah,
gauge.
okay,
this.
yeah, like-
I'm good.
You can't have him.
I'm off the market.
He's off the market. 17. What are you going to do with like this windfall of money that's going to come your way?
That's a great question. I'm going to save it. Save it.
A new set of hunting clothes.
You probably will be able to afford that. Not a big new car or anything.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Pickup truck, anything cool?
I drive a pickup truck.
Okay, so you don't need it.
No, it's a 2010 Toyota Tundra. It's got all but 240,000 miles on it, but it's still got at least
going to upgrade it.
it's still got at least a year or two on it.
My dad's a financial advisor.
Aha! So you got there you go.
I don't think he'll let me spend it even if I wanted to. So, just getting drafted is the beginning of the road for hopefully a long career in the big leagues. So, kind of just use that as a stepping stone and kind of get it going down the road and have a quick transition from in the minor leagues to the big leagues and kind of reach that goal of mine.
Invest some of it. I want to take care of my parents too and my sister through college. So that's really something I want to do. I'm a big family guy. They've supported me a lot. So my parents are everything to me. They put in countless hours of money. Watching me play. U-Trip growing up, traveling, seeing me play. And I love them to death. And they've always been there supporting me. So I think the least I can do is take care of them.
What is that going to mean to you on draft night?
I might get
Are you
emotional.
gonna cry?
I might get emotional, man.
You can cry right here.
No, we'll save it. We'll save it. It's only once every often. But I mean, no, it'll be a dream come true.
The thing that drives me is just my parents. They sacrifice a lot, especially like just moved me, like sending me to Miami. When I was like a kid, I didn't want to like do my dad always like keep pushing me like to do it, and I think everything is paying off, and it's just like to be in this position is really cool.
And this is part of what drives you now, is you want to go back and you want to thank them for all the hard work they did. What's the first thing you're going to do?
The first thing is get them like not a big house, but at least a decent house with a lot of like room they can actually live until like probably I move them here in the States.
Let's go through a couple of pitch grips.
We've got a weird slider grip. It's kind of like a split slider.
Wait, what is that?
Yeah, so it's about like 84, 86, and it's kind of got it's still you still got the dot on it. It kind of just goes down, but it's weird.
How did you develop that?
Well, I threw it like a normal slider.
Yeah.
And I got the 12-6 because it's souping it really well, and it was kind of turned into a slurve. I'm like, I don't want a slurve, I want something hard.
Yeah.
And I kept throwing it, and I was just automatically doing that. And to stay behind the ball better, split my fingers. I couldn't just turn off it. It helped me stay behind the ball better, stay through it, get that dot.
I don't think I've ever seen a slider grip like that. That's cool.
So I've thrown my changeup for a long time. It was the first offshoot I learned, and I just throw it pretty basic 4-seam grip.
Yep.
I don't call it a circle changeup. I don't try to circle my fingers, but my fingers are pretty long, so it kind of ends up, like down on the side.
Way up in your fingers.
Yeah. And so I used to throw it like a 2-seam here, because I thought it would give me more run on it. And I went back home, I got on a TrackMan, and I found that when I throw it like a 4-seam, it actually moves the exact same.
Okay.
Even better sometimes. And since I throw my 4-seam fastball, I just switched to the 4-seam grip about 2 years ago, and it's been working very well for me.
4-seam fastball. I've fooled around with like tucking my thumb and things like that, but that didn't really feel too comfortable with me. So kind of just generic right here, and then just put my thumb back here and kind of just
straight.
Yeah, kind of get that backspin on it. Kind of just get that natural ride, and I also get them out of tail on it as well.
Do you have the same pitch grips from each side?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see them.
This is my fastball.
Okay.
That's like how a grip. And the changeup, I was trying to hold it like on these two, like
let's see
the thumb.
Yeah.
And the index finger. I was like.
So there's you're not throwing a circle change. You're throwing more of a straight change off your.
And then trying to
3 fingers.
3.
Or choking it back.
I was choking it, but like these, like kind of like this finger and this finger, I would kind of like rest a little bit, just like have like the support when I'm releasing it.
Okay.
They are there.
You feel it's coming off your ring finger.
Yeah, I'm trying to like release it right in front, and the slider move it, go up a little bit,
and
then
deep,
right now more deep, and trying to let the ball be more like deep in my finger right here too.
Okay.
And stay on this seam, and my curveball, I just have like a normal like curveball, and I just just trying to be on top of it.
And the same exact thing for the left side?
Yeah.
Knuckle curveball.
Cool.
And I don't think it found the strike zone very much, but I got a lot of swings and misses on it in the dirt. And then my next pitch I developed.
Do you still throw that knuckle curve?
I do, but not as much as I used to.
Okay.
I probably threw it like maybe 10% of the time this year, if that. And then I call it a cutter. It's more of like a hard slider, but just calling it a cutter gives me a better mentality when I'm throwing it.
Yep.
It's a real big strikeout pitch for me. And then I got my splitter you were talking about. And
let's show that, because I love the variations in splitter grips. And are you just trying to come through straight, fat part of your hand coming through? Or are you anything manipulative?
I'm trying to almost like stay on top of it and almost like cut it a little bit. So then it like comes, I don't know how it works, but it just works for me.
So I've had the same grip since I was like 12 or 13 years old, and I just dig my fingers into the seams of the ball, and I just let her eat. the seam is right there, and I just put both my fingers and a lot of pressure on this top finger at release point, and I just rip down on it.
And you feel like 12-6?
Yes, sir.
4-seam fastball.
So your fastball must have some good characteristics about it, because everybody seems to be, for order to be considered a high pick, even though you don't know it, I bet you the teams know it, and they've looked at your fastball and say that it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's got to be. For me, I didn't notice this until one of the scouting directors, I forgot what team it is now, I got a gap right here in my, on my middle finger. I don't know if you can see that, but I kind of have a gap. It's not fully locked down on the seam.
Yep.
It's just most comfortable for me. That's just how I throw it.
You know so this is interesting. Shota Imanaga said that he throws with a little bit of a gap, and I was trying to figure out, but I'd love to be interviewing him sometime soon. But I think that gap may help somehow with spin rate, maybe, or something.
Yeah.
Again, you don't know.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see the metrics on your fastball, because that could be a thing. Like that little bit of gap might help, and that might be why a scouting director mentioned it. Maybe?
Yeah.
So I got 4-seam fastball right here.
Little space there.
Yep. So beginning of the year I was like this, but I kind of flipped the shoe, helped me get more right on it.
Okay, so and you know the metrics, it did help you get more right?
Yeah, like a couple more inches. And then I go slider right here. Just kind of go-to pitch.
So let's hold it up and see. Thumb is all right. So I got you.
Yeah. So I think sometimes towards the middle of the year I kind of started getting backed up on it, and kind of started getting more positive, kind of got some positive horizontal break. And
is it a true slider? It's not a sweeper. It's a slider. Giant
slider.
Slider.
Yeah. So then I thought I moved up on it and moved up on the lace right here, and I just think stay on top of it and just kind of just rip down on it. I started throwing the splitter.
I did not know about the splitter, so I just learned something.
So I really started I never threw a changeup. I'm a natural supinator. For me, I couldn't get a natural.
Yeah, so I would say
So it's tough for me to I had a circle freshman year and last year, but it really I'm not a natural supinator or pronator.
Yep.
So for me, so in the fall we transitioned to a splitter grip, and I feel like each week it kind of got more and more.
Did you copy that off somebody?
So this is so our pitching coach, he was with George Kirby at Elon and then at AA Mariners, and so he kind of taught me this, and I can't remember, one of their pitchers told Kirby if you curl
the finger, yes.
Yeah.
So I hung out with the Mariners during spring training, and all of them curl that finger.
Yep. So I started messing with that a little bit, but I really didn't throw it a lot the first half of the year. I was just really heavy fastball slider. But then I kind of lost the feel for the slider a little bit towards the middle of the season, and I kind of forced myself to throw the splitter a lot. And so I think as I just kept throwing it, I kind of got more and more of a feel for it, and I went from throwing it 4% of the time to 15% of the time. So the last third of the year, I thought it was a really good pitch for me.
This is fastball.
Two-seamer.
Two-seam only.
Wow.
So I get pretty good ride with it and run, so I can spin.
That's Hater-ish. Hater does that too, right? A
little bit. And then I throw a two-seam changeup. So not really completing the circle on the changeup, and I'm just really feeling it off my middle finger and letting the grip do the work.
That's a good pitch for you?
Yeah, that works for me well. Just trying to have my arm look the same as my fastball on every pitch. And then it's just slider. I was gripping it kind of loose when I first started throwing it, but recently I've been really
choking it,
ripping it. Yeah, and it's been a lot sharper and moving a lot better. So that's been a huge pitch for me. And then spike curveball.
Really tucking that finger in there.
Yeah.
And you're just feeling you're pulling down that lace, getting your finger out of the way.
Yeah, just pulling down on the lace. Kind of feeling like I'm throwing a pull down. So.
Do you have other unique skills that
I think probably I can say I can split.
Yes, you can. All right. Look at